So I actually don't hate my art all of the time, but there are some times where I look at it and I'm like, who the heck allowed me to draw? Like, who told me I could draw? Who told me to pick up a pen and draw anything? And I don't feel like this is something that's specific to me. I think this is just something that all artists probably go through, where at some point we look at our stuff and we're like, what is this garbage? Maybe not everything, but like a vast majority of it. I'm like, what is this garbage that I've created? And most of the time it's when I'm like flipping through my sketchbook, maybe an older sketchbook or my new one, or I'll be scrolling through my my art Instagram, and I'm like, what is this literal trash? And who allowed me to create this and post it anywhere? I'm not entirely sure why I do that to myself. Sometimes I guess it's like if I'm trying a new style, maybe I'm not the greatest at it at the moment, so sometimes I'll get better, but that's not always the case. Like, take for instance this drawing that I'm doing right now. This is sort of an upgraded version to my old drawing Glance. Well, painting I should say. And when I look back at Glance, I'm like, why does this look like a high schooler's first attempt at drawing anything ever? It is so hideous. And the weird thing is, there were 3 alien drawings that I did before this that I absolutely love. I don't have those anymore because those were sold, but those are 3 of my absolute favorite alien drawings ever. And I'm like, how can I create something that I love so much and still love to this day? And then like 2 weeks later, I created actual literal garbage. Now, Glance might also look like garbage because I was rushing that day, because I believe that was one of the very first videos I had ever uploaded. My camera kept dying. Actually, it was my phone. My phone kept dying. It kept running out of space. It kept overheating. My lighting was changing. I didn't have proper lights. I ended up putting on lights because the sun went down. It was just it was a mess. But besides that all being a mess, you know, it's not just Glance that I didn't like so much. As I said, sometimes I'll look at my Instagram feed and I'll be like, what is this garbage? And it's not like I hate the art all of the time, because once I'm done creating something, I either like it or don't like it, you know. But sometimes I'll look at it later on and I'll be like, oh, I actually kind of like this. Or I'll look at it later on and I'm like, what is this trash? So I don't know what the reason is behind me sometimes liking stuff and sometimes not liking it. That seems a little weird that my opinion would change so much, like from absolutely loving it to absolutely hating it another time. Another opinion I have on why I do this, it might be because of the style change. Because I have about maybe like 4 distinctive styles, I guess, to me, maybe they all look the same to someone else, but to myself, I have about 4 distinctive styles. And sometimes when I'm on like a binge of doing one type of style, like for a very long time, I was doing these alien baby faces and I was really loving doing them, and I don't hate them now, but maybe like once I switch from doing the baby faces, like the watercolor baby faces, and maybe if I get back into what I'm doing now, which is back into the like cross-hatching black and white with just a splash of color, maybe looking back at the old ones, it would make me not like the older style anymore, now that I'm doing a different style of whatever I'm doing. But that's not always the case, like I said, because I still like my baby faces. But maybe that could be a reason why I'm not liking some of the older ones that I'm doing. Another reason could be because they're actual garbage. Not everything that everyone creates is always going to be nice and perfect and beautiful. There's always going to be days where you create crap art. My problem is I post crap art. I need to not post the stuff that's crap and only post the stuff that I love. But then I feel like that's a little bit inauthentic, because I feel like, you know, if it's an art page, I need to just post whatever I'm doing. If it's crap, it's crap. And if it's good, it's good. But then that kind of ruins the overall aesthetic of what my Instagram looks like. And if you've seen either one of my Instagrams, you know I am all about that aesthetic. It could also just be because, you know, maybe I'm improving in certain styles and not in other styles, or maybe I'm just a little bit stuck in my ways on how I do certain things, and I look back on it and I'm like, that's not the greatest way to do things, and then I continue to do it the same way. I guess the moral of the story of my little ranty rant here is that sometimes I love my art, sometimes I hate my art. I'm giving some reasons of why I think that might be a thing, but I'm not entirely sure the exact reason why sometimes I really, really like something and sometimes I really, really hate something. But I don't think this is specific to me. But if it is, whatever. If it's not, let me know. That'd be great. So I will see you Monday. Bye.